Today's job is a bug fix. This morning I ran 2 stages of grafting using an updated database of Lepidopter source trees, and when running the subsequent process there's a duplicate terminal ID, which is a big no-no. Now fix this. This was the offending name, so this was, now there's one case of this, found one. Previously there was 2, so this has now been fixed. Now what happened was the process infers a higher taxa for terminals of the backbone tree, but it omits from this process anything which cannot be attached to the NCB taxonomic hierarchy, which is used for this process. Now it then tried to graft a subtree onto this, but the subtree contained a terminal which was present elsewhere, which was previously not mapped, creating the duplicate. Now it's the first time this particular bug has been manifest, and often bugs will only manifest in very specific circumstances, and in this case the subtree contained this, and the same thing could not be assigned to the NCBI taxonomic system. So to fix this I had to introduce an additional check for terminal overlap between the backbone and the source trees. So you can see here, this is the subroutine for navigating and storing subtrees of the user supplied source trees. So here, in addition to storing subtrees according to a node is derived from the node ID of a subtree, also the name of the subtree, so these are unique. I also stored a list of terminals for each subtree and put into this object. And so here we have the routine for navigating the backbone and attempting to make grafts onto this. So here we have a candidate subtree which could be grafted, and we then return and extract the list of terminals from that subtree, put those into an array, loop through all the subtree terminals and check if these are in the backbone. Now this is regardless of whether we can run any taxonomic check, which is done, but is dependent on what the taxon are. It just checks for the terminals, and if there is, so we expect a maximum of 1. So if we're making a graft onto a backbone terminal, then it's okay if the subtree has 1 overlap between the candidate subtree and the backbone, but if it's 2 or more, then that's a problem that will result in duplicates. So we'll have that here, and then there's a variable change to remove it from consideration for grafting. So run the process again. So now repeat the subsequent step, which is integration with core1s, and this crashed when I did it this morning due to a duplicate taxon, a duplicate terminal label, and this has not crashed. So job done. So version 2.18 of relational constraints. This bug has been fixed, so should be a little more reliable on the synthesis of very huge numbers of source data.